Hi, my name is Tabatha. I am a student at the Doula Institute. In this particular video, I will be covering the different stages of labor. I will be speaking a little swiftly. If I'm searching for words, please bear with me. I'm trying to speak as swiftly as possible for the sake of time, so that I will be able to successfully upload this video via email or the doula portal. As I discussed the different stages of labor, we're going to go through the first stage. So let me just begin first by saying there are 4 different stages of labor. And within the first stage of labor, there are several different phases of labor. Beginning with the first stage of labor, we're going to be looking at dilation and effacement. Again, as you know, dilation is where the cervix will begin to dilate from 0 to 10 throughout the different phases. It will go from 0 to 10, that is. But in this particular phase, we're looking at dilation and effacement. This is actual labor. Again, moms, it's always important to understand not to go to the hospital too soon, so that they won't have the potential to try to induce you and give you medication that you don't want or don't need, and just to kind of clash against the way nature is supposed to respond with our bodies. So you want to do, if it's your choice to do things as naturally as possible, you want to kind of stay home and wait for things to progress a little bit further. But you are in actual labor. You're actually in labor. It's just not the form of labor yet where you'll need assistance to get baby out. The first phase, within the first stage of labor, we're going to look at the latent stage. This is when you trying to dilate up to 3 centimeters, that is. So it's important within this particular phase, in the first stage, to kind of stay distracted and do something fun. You got a big journey ahead of you. It's been a journey so far, but you're actually arriving at the tunnel. It's like the beginning stages of getting through it all. You want to kind of do something to relax your mind, to reduce any forms of anxiety to the highest degree. The next phase of the first stage is active labor. This is kind of like the warm-up. This is where contractions can be anywhere from 3 to 6 minutes apart. Contractions can last anywhere from 2 to up to 18 hours. This is, in this particular phase, is where you're going to put in the most work at. It's important to remember everything you've learned, and if you don't remember, this is where us doulas can step in and just remind you basically of everything you've learned. This is when we'll try to get you as comfortable as possible in the right positions, so that we can this is where all of that stuff is going to begin, whether you're on your back, your knees, standing, rocking, whatever. We're excited for you, but this is where we got to kind of keep you calm, and know that you're going to get through it. So it can last for a while. This is the lengthiest part. You're climbing up the hill now. The next phase, you're going to look at active labor. Not active labor. You're going to look at transition. This is when you're This is when you're going to dilate anywhere from, from 6 to 7 or from 7 to 10 centimeters at a time. This is the most intense labor moments. Contractions can be 1 to 2 minutes apart, and anywhere from 60 to 90 minutes in length, the duration when they last. And if you feel your tummy, this is when you can actually feel the contractions, how stiff and how firm, even the more firmer your stomach area can be. The second stage of labor, we're going to look at pushing. Now, as we've learned, not everyone actually feels the urge to push, depending upon if you have received any form of medication, any numbing, anything like that. Some women feel the urge to push too soon, and some women don't feel the urge to push at all. But this is the area when you'll be bearing down on baby. Baby has already positioned his or her head. This is when you'll be bearing down to actually get the baby out, and working on your breathing and everything, and the contractions will definitely help assist in that area. The next stage we're going to look at is the delivery of the placenta. This is usually, it can last anywhere from I think 10 to 30 minutes, sometime a little longer, depending upon if everyone came into any issues or not. But this is actually the delivery of the placenta, and at this time, baby and mom should be doing some form of skin to skin activity, etc., etc. The next stage we're going to look at is actually recovery. This is when you should be breastfeeding. You should be talking with your lactose doctor, much bonding time. This is when you can kind of relax, and depending upon if you have delivered in a hospital facility or a birthing center or not, this is where it will be dependent upon how you'll get discharged, if you'll go back home to be in your bed, or if you'll continue to go to your postpartum suite or your suite. This is where mom and baby both get a lot of attention, a lot of soothing, a lot of nurturing, a lot of, that's why it's called the recovery stage, because it's time to recover. It's time to repair your bodies, to get you fed, get your energy back up, get you going. And hopefully you can be discharged as soon as possible, and you can enjoy your new journey with your new baby. I hope I answered as much as I could within the very, very short period of time. But in this particular video, I, Tabatha Coleman, have discussed, briefly summarized the stages of labor. Thank you. Bye-bye.